Hello friends, good morning. I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday with your families and maybe doing a few activities with 2D Miss Fisher. I love the pictures that are coming in. Keep on sending them. We are going to start with our calendar today and we're going to start with the number 1. That's right. Are you ready? Say it as loud as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my goodness, it is April 30th. Do you know how to write the number 30? It's a 3 and a 0. If you said 3 and a 0, kiss your brain. Here is a 3 and a 0, and Miss Fisher put it under Thursday because today is Thursday. That's right. Are you ready for the days of the week? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Nice job, friends. Kiss your brain. You are getting so good at that. Let's go with our months of the year now. Remember, it's still April, but tomorrow is going to be a new month. We'll have to wait and see which one it is. But for now, it's still April. So when we sing our song, we're going to sing it really loud. Are you ready? There's January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, and December. These are the months of the year. Awesome job, friends. You did such a good job again, as always. All right, so today is Thursday, April 30th, 2020, and we have some fun activities for you today. So first, we are going to talk about things that are living. Can you say living? And things that are non-living. Can you say non-living? Nice job, friend. So when something is living, if there is a living thing, Miss Fisher wrote it here. If something is a living thing, that means it grows. It needs food and water to survive, and it breathes. So do you think a tree, we've been talking a lot about how trees change, do you think a tree is a living thing? Nice answer. If you said yes, kiss your brain. A tree is a living thing because we learned that trees grow. Remember, they start as a seed and then they become a sapling, or first a seedling and then a sapling, and then they become a big, tall, sturdy tree. So they grow just like us. How about you, my friend? Are you a living thing? Yes, you are, because you grow. Do you need water and food to survive? And do you breathe? Let's take a big, deep breath. Are you ready? We breathe in air, right? And if we didn't have those, we wouldn't be able to survive. So that makes us living things, just like trees and animals. They need things like food and water to survive, and they breathe just like we do. Remember, during our pet study, we took care of them. They have their own doctors, like pets do, just like we do, because they're living things. What about non-living things? Can you say non-living things? Non, this N-O-N word, non, means that it's not living. So if you see non-living things, that means it doesn't need to breathe, and it doesn't need food, and it doesn't need water, and it doesn't grow. And that means it's a non-living thing. So what about Miss Fisher's marker? Is this a living or a non-living thing? Let's think. Does this marker breathe? And does Miss Fisher feed my marker? No, so that makes it a non-living thing. What about, Miss Fisher's phone? Is this a living or a non-living thing? Does it need to breathe or eat or drink water to survive? Does it need sunlight? No, that would be silly. This is a non-living thing. That's right. So we talked a lot about this and we're going to continue to talk about it. What about an apple? Does an apple need, is it a living thing? Do I need to feed an apple? No, I need to feed the tree it comes off of. But when I have an apple at home and I'm ready to eat it, it doesn't breathe. An apple doesn't breathe and it doesn't need food and water after it's off of the tree. So that's kind of a tricky one. But apples are non-living things and so is food. So now we're going to come down here and we're going to practice our counting. So Miss Fisher has a question here. It says, which one has more with a question mark? That means we need to give it an answer, right? So first we're going to count these shapes. What is this shape called? It's a circle, that's right. It doesn't have any sides or any points. It's all round. It's a circle. Perfect circle. So let's count the circles. Remember, each time I touch, I say a number. I want to do it slow so I know that I'm not going to count the wrong way. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many total circles did I count? 7, that's right. I'm going to start at the top and come on down and make a number 7 so I remember how many circles there are. Now let's go over here to these purple shapes. What shape is this called? Let's look. It has 2 short sides and 2 long sides. And even though there's bigger ones and ones that are turned different ways, it's okay. It still has 2, all of them still have 2 short sides and 2 long sides, which makes them a rectangle. Nice job. Kiss your brain. Let's count to see how many rectangles we have. Are you ready? Remember, we're going to do it slow, and each time we touch one, we're going to say a number. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I make my 5, remember, I make a neck, a belly, and then I give him a hat. So there's 7 circles, and there's 5 rectangles. So let's go back to our question. Which one has more? That means which number is greater? Is the 7 bigger or is the 5 bigger? Which one has more shapes? So put up 5. So which one's bigger, 5 or 5, 6, 7? How many fingers did Miss Fisher have that was more? Right, I have more fingers up now. I have the number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. So I'm going to circle the number 7 because that's our answer. That one, the circles, has more than the rectangles. Nice job, Brian. Kiss your brain. You are so smart. Today we are going to read a story. I know we've read it before, but it goes perfect with how trees change. It's called A Tree Grows Up. That's the title. And it is written by Marfie Ferguson Delano. So it starts with some acorns and some leaves. All right. Look! What's that squirrel eating? It's an acorn. Squirrels love to munch on crunchy acorns. Are squirrels living things? Yes, they breathe and they eat and they drink, and that makes them living things. Acorns drop from oak trees in the fall. Squirrels eat many of them, but they don't eat them all. The squirrels missed this acorn. One by one, falling leaves cover it. The winds blow soil over it. And in the winter, snowflakes blanket the acorn in white, because snow is white. Sprout after it gets covered. When spring comes, the shell of the acorn splits open just like this picture. A tiny root peeks out and pokes down into the soil. Soon, a little green stem with little leaves pushes up and reaches toward the sun. It's a baby oak tree. Plants always grow toward the sun, even if it's upside down. Day by day, the baby tree grows. Its stem, called a trunk, so it's little right now, but as it grows, it'll get thicker. It becomes harder and thicker. By the end of the summer, it's as tall as a pencil. So Miss Fisher has a pencil, so it would be as tall as a pencil. But it's going to keep growing. It won't stop there. Year by year, the young tree grows. When it's 5 years old, it's tall enough for people to stand under. Songbirds perch on its slim branches. Chirp, chirp. Are birds living things? Yes, they breathe and they eat, and they need those things to survive. Just like you, a tree needs food to live and grow. But a tree can make its own food. Sunshine helps the leaves turn air and water into a sugary food. This food flows through the veins in the leaves to every part of the tree. We learned that trees have veins, didn't we? And just like us, we have veins too. If you look at your wrist, you can kind of see Miss Fisher has scratches from her kitty cat on that hand. But you can kind of see my veins if you really look. See? So we have veins just like the trees, and we learned that in a book before. Every fall when the weather turns chilly, the tree's leaves stop making food. They change from green to red to brown. Then they dry up and fall off. Brrr! In winter, the tree looks dead, but it's not. It's just resting. So trees rest just like us. It rests all winter long. Spring brings rain and warm sunshine. The oak tree wakes up. New leaves spread wide to catch the sunlight. The tree keeps growing taller and taller. Its trunk and branches grow thicker and thicker. Squirrels scurry up and down the trunk. A family of birds nests on a branch. Bloom! One spring, when the oak tree is about 30 years old, surprise! Small flowers grow next to the new leaves. And you can see there's flowers hanging off now. After a few weeks, the flowers fall off. Little knobs form where the flowers used to be. They are baby acorns. Over the summer, they get bigger and bigger. And there's a squirrel munching on an acorn. In the fall, the acorns drop from the tree. Many animals come to feed on the fallen acorns. Chipmunks, wild turkeys, bears, blue jays, deer, and squirrels, of course. So that's lots of different animals that use acorns to eat them. And they use them to survive because they need food. So big. The oak is now a grown-up tree. It will keep making acorns for the rest of its long life. It will keep growing taller. Its trunk and branches will grow thicker and thicker. One day, a branch will be strong enough for a swing. Whee! And there's a friend on a swing. That's so much fun. Up, out, and down. A tree gets bigger in 3 ways. It grows up, it grows out, the crown does with the leaves, and it grows down with the roots. That is so cool. Home, sweet tree. Birds and squirrels aren't the only animals that make their home in oak trees. Here are just a few of the many different animals that live in oaks. A honeybee, a white-footed mouse, a gray tree frog, he might be hard to see, a morning cloak butterfly, a tree cricket, and here's a skunk. Super seeds. Most trees begin their lives as seeds. Seeds come in many different shapes and sizes. An acorn is a seed. It grows into an oak tree. Acorns have a smooth, hard shell with a rough, bumpy cap. There's the cap right here. It's rough and bumpy, and then this part is smooth. Here are some other kinds of seeds. How many of them have you seen maybe in your yard? There's a cherry tree. Remember, cherries have pits, and those pits are seeds. There's an apple seed. Remember when Miss Fisher and her sister planted an apple seed? A pine tree. Pine cones come off a pine tree, and these are seeds. Oh, and leaf rubbings. I know we've tried those before. That's a nice activity that they have us do in the back of the story. And you can always do that whenever you'd like. The end. That was such a nice story. We learned so much about how trees change again. So I hope maybe today you can go around and see what's living and what's not living in your house. Maybe your pets or your family are living things, and non-living things can be your pencils, your crayons, things that don't breathe and they don't need food and water to survive. So I hope you enjoyed today, and I hope you enjoyed the activities. I will see you tomorrow for Friday. Bye.